What's up, guys? Captain Coin Collector here, and today I'm doing another $50 penny hunt and fill, where I got two boxes here, one from New York and one from Virginia, both of which I picked up in the month of September. So, two boxes, and we're gonna see what we can find inside them. Now we're hunting for wheat pennies, errors, foreigns, and more. So let's open up the box, see what we got. Hopefully, they're both circulated and none of them have uncirculated coins in them. Dream would be all wheat pennies, but I guess we'll start with the box from New York that I picked up right when I got home from the ship in September 2022. All right, so looking at the first two rolls, I can tell that they are circulated. So we'll put this box aside and start the hunt with box number one, roll number one for Hunt and Fill, number 8 boxes 14 and 15. It's exciting going through 15 rolls now, or 15 boxes rather, to hopefully hunt and finally fill these albums. In total, we found 186 out of the 283 slots, so 65.7% done with the collection in only 13 boxes so far. So usually with these New York boxes, I do pretty well, around 15 wheat cents, and I have a box from Richmond, Virginia. I haven't hunted a box from Richmond in a long time, but usually I did well, or the only time I actually hunted it, I did well. So hoping for a good hunt today as well, but we won't know until we open up these rolls and see what's in there. So currently I have two cups right beside me. One's for 1992s, 98s, 99s, and 2000s for the wide AM and close AM variations, which I'll be putting under my microscope pretty soon after the hunt. And the other is for copper. Copper from 1960 all the way to 1982. This first roll seems all right. A little light on the copper compared to some of the recent boxes that I hunted, where I was able to actually find about 20% of the box copper. But we got copper nonetheless, which is a good start. Here we go, roll number 2. All we have found so far is just a few copper coins, but then again, we still have 99 more rolls to go. Few is still good. What's going on, Fox God Zorro? How we doing tonight? Thing about copper that I love is that copper adds up. Currently, in my bank inside my bedroom, that's where I keep my copper coins. I have about, I'd say, somewhere around $150 worth of copper coins all stocked up. The bank is still liftable, probably weighs about 110 pounds right now, but definitely love adding more copper to the stack. It's one of those cheap and inexpensive things that you can collect, and that's why I do it, with the hopes that maybe in 2023 or whenever they do get rid of the penny, I'll be able to turn that in and hopefully double my money. A By then, maybe copper's triple money, but we'll see when the time comes. I know a lot of other YouTubers, or rather coin collectors, they do collect copper as well. I like to see personally how many copper coins I pull. I don't do it by weight. I actually count every single one. So that's a little thing that differs from me to a different person. Usually weighing up them, you can get a solid amount based on the weight, but often these coins are dirtier than the new shield cents, so you can't really go off the weight based on one coin because one coin differs from the others. So I usually just count them up for my records, and then when I figure out how many I have in my bank, that's when I'll go by the weight itself. But this week's been pretty busy for me. I have been hunting coins and doing all my errands before I go back to work. I go back to work around December 16th. So that's not that exciting, but again, it is because it'll give me some money to afford the coin hunts that I do in the future, as well as give me some funds for my vacations. So do have a couple of vacations planned next year. I have 4 cruises that I'm going on, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm also very excited because we found our first wheat cent, and it's a date that I do not have yet, and I'm gonna try to show you the microscope because I think that will give you the best and clear picture of the find that I just found. Definitely the earliest wheat cent that I have found in the book, in any roll. And if you can see that, we got a 1912. Wow. That coin is 110 years old. And we found it in one of these rolls. I'm definitely making a short about that later. Wow. 1912. That is the oldest coin I have found in a while coin roll hunting. I am speechless right now. The previous oldest coin I have in my Hunt and Fill series is a 1918, and I found that in one of the first boxes that I hunted. But for me to get a 1912, boom. Definitely will put that to the side. I honestly thought I just took it away, but it's still under the scope. 1912 to start off this hunt. So at least we know that we did fill one of the slots in our album. So far, again, we have 186 slots filled. That's number 187. 1918 is still a good year. Any 1910s era penny that you find is definitely a good find. I'm not shaming any of the newer coins. Even a 20s is good, but the chances of you finding a wheat penny in good enough condition to read it from the 1910s, it's a solid find all around. But I'm just glad that I have a book filler for this episode, and it's only the fourth. It was only in the 4th roll. We're on the 5th roll now. Holy cow. But yeah, I found a 1918 in my first Hunt and Fill episode, so I went through 4 boxes of pennies in that opening episode where I started off this series. and I was able to get a 1918 as well as a 1919. Two separate boxes, but nonetheless, two very awesome finds to kickstart the Hunt and Fill series. On to roll number 6 now. We have a nice little ender. That's just a 61. I hate these types of coins where it's just so corroded and you really can't even see what it is, but definitely a good start to the hunt. I saw the wheat cent at first, and the obverse looked strong, but it was also a little worn. I was thinking we found a 30s, but a 10s was quite the surprise to me. See you, Fox God. Thanks for joining us. But we already found that awesome coin. Hopefully we find more just like it. But I appreciate it, bro. Definitely take it easy and have a good night. All right, we are on roll number 7. Today I did a nickel hunt, and I'll be posting that up pretty shortly. But we found another buffalo nickel today. So 3 boxes in a row, I was able to find a buffalo nickel, and the common thing about those nickels is that all 3 of them in the last 3 boxes had no date. I mean, it had a date originally, but the date has not been able to be seen. So unfortunately, I can't fill it anywhere, but it's just awesome to have another buffalo in the book. I haven't been finding buffaloes. I have been finding Canadians. We got a first Canadian, and it's going to be a Canadian from the year 1986. But when I was a kid, and I was hunting boxes when I was like 9, 10, 11, 12, I would never find a buffalo nickel. And I've searched probably in the ballpark of, I want to say, I'm struggling to even think of a number, maybe 20 to 30 boxes when I was a kid. But I was never able to find a buffalo. But here we are in the year 2022 and hunting, I think that was box number 9. I was able to find 5 buffaloes, as well as in this hunt, another Canadian from the year 1997. So one thing about the penny hunt and fill is that I also am hunting and filling any Canadians that I find in the rolls. So I have so far 35 out of the 112 Canadians in my book. And the Canadians, I believe, start, or at least the ones that I have for the books, start in the year 1920, and they go all the way up to the end of the penny, the Canadian penny at least, 2012. So for just hunting American boxes and finding 35 pennies, I feel like I'm off to a good start. Of course, I found more, but some of them I already had in the collection. 35 different pennies in all, only, I guess, 13 boxes. That's not a bad start. even if we only find one wheat penny, I hope case we find around it. It was unlabeled when I got down to Florida, and I think I brought it up from New York. But 10 to 15 wheat pennies would be great. Maybe give me a chance to get another spot to fill in the album, or at least get a few more coins added to the archive collection. It's the collection of coins, or the collection that I call the archive collection of coins that have one of each year mint mark of the modern day coinage. The reason why I call it the archive collection is because I want to archive it. It's American history, and I feel like it would be cool to at least have one of each year and mint mark. So Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco of intended release for circulation coinage, as well as the NIFCs for the $50. But this will go around for the denominations, like every single really denomination that the U.S. has put out. So pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, $50, and dollar coins, including the Ikes, Susans, and Sacagaweas, presidentials. So it's definitely going to cost a lot, and pretty much be hard to get the silver. But it's a goal of mine, and I'll be hunting coins for a while now. So I feel like I have a pretty good chance of coming close to achieving that goal. I already have filled a few rolls, even of the wheat pennies, so I'm pretty happy with where I am now. And I've only started this about 6 months ago, so still a lot to do, but I got a lot of time, so that's the good thing. We're already on roll number 10, and we're coming up to the end of that with only one wheat cent, and that being the 1912. We have one 2009 that we found, as well as two Canadians. So hopefully the Canadians are ones that we don't have in our collection already, but we will definitely see when we compare them to our books. Hopefully we don't have them. On to roll number 11 of this box. And we got first 1959 from the box. Roll number 12. Let's see what we got. And we got a wheat cent. It's going to be an older wheat cent, but it's a 1957 Denver. So our second wheat cent pulled from this box so far. First one being a 1912. Continuing to get those copper coins as well, so that's pretty nice. Hoping for at least, if this is a New York box, at least 350 to 400. That would be ideal. But judging in that we only got 2 wheat cents so far, that may or may not happen. Let's see if roll 13 is going to bring us any luck. Got a good stack of copper going, especially this is only about half the rolls, maybe 7 or 8 rolls. All the copper that we do find goes into this cup over here. And we will count it later to see exactly how many coppers we found. We just found 1 wheat cent. It's going to be from the year 1956. It's going to be pretty corroded as well. But it is another wheat cent, our 3rd wheat cent of the hunt. If I do find a better date wheat cent, I'll definitely put it underneath the microscope, like I showed you before with that 1912 that we found. For the later 50 years, I don't think I'm going to do that. But if you do want to see every wheat cent I do pull, just let me know. We got a 1942 here as well. So if I do show you the wheat cents, this is what it'll look like. I gotta shift my laptop around, and there you guys go. You can see that we got ourselves a 1942. Let me put this. That should be better now. To show you the other wheat cents that I do find. But 4 wheat cents right now in a total of 14 rolls. We're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. So that is very nice. Hopefully the wheat cents keep on coming. But 1912 is a great start again. 1942 is nice to see, and a couple 1950s as well. Yes, sir, Just Barker, always coin hunting season. I hope I find a good amount of coins as well. So far, the rarest cent I found was a wheat cent that I found in one of the first rolls, and it was the 1912. So very happy to see that. That is definitely going to be a book filler since I don't have that one in my Hunt and Fill book yet. So thanks for all the luck there, Just Barker. Appreciate it, man. And hoping that we can continue the good finds. The most amount of wheat cents I've found in a box so far with the series, and I've only done 13 boxes so far, is 19 wheat pennies. And that was in the last live stream I did on Monday. And that was actually a pretty good hunt. We got a bunch of fills, 3 fills into the American album, as well as 4 fills in the Canadian album. So definitely was a good hunt last week, and I'm hoping that we can repeat the same results with this Hunt and Fill live stream as well. But definitely 1 fill so far in the American album. We found 2 Canadian cents as well. Being that this should be a New York box, do usually find a good amount of Canadians, whether it be around 5 to 10, depends on the box, but usually it's on average about 5 or to 7 Canadians in a New York box. So wow, that's an incredible find there, Just Barker. Whole roll of wheat cents. So it was a customer wrapped roll, I'm guessing. If you found that in a bank wrapped roll, that would be impressive, or even more impressive. But finding a whole roll of wheat cents is definitely something you don't find every day. All it takes is that one person going into the bank and returning coins for that to happen. And I'm glad that it happened to you, that you picked up that roll. And yes, it's a hobby that doesn't cost much. It's the hobby that if you collect something, then it costs you something, but it doesn't cost you as much because it is all face value, and you have the option to return it at any time for the amount that you invested in. So I don't do this for a living, but I do it like you as a hobby. Found another Canadian, 1985, but it's definitely something, like you said, that only costs me time. Well, that's pretty awesome that you figured out where they were coming from and managed to find the source and get those wheat cents. I bet that 1888 Indian head cent is pretty awesome looking in your collection as well. I do have a few Indian head cents. I only found one ever while coin roll hunting, and it was just in early 1900s, but I found that in a bankroll, and that was amazing. Very unexpected, but amazing. I believe it's the oldest coin that I've ever found while bankroll hunting, or coin roll hunting rather. But finding an Indian head is some next level stuff. I know some people that have found Liberty nickels, so the V nickels, which is super awesome as well. I just been starting to find the buffaloes. I haven't found those even when I was a kid, and here we are in the year 2022, and I found 5 buffalo nickels in 9 boxes of nickels. So that is just some next level stuff for me, and I'm glad that I have some of Croft Coin's luck in finding those, and I hope to find more of them again in the future. The last 3 nickels that I did find, they all were dateless, all slick nickels, but nonetheless they are buffaloes, and one of them even was an ender. and I know that really did ruffle my feathers, and I was really excited, but unfortunately it was a dateless one. Either way, still pretty cool to find. Only 18 rolls in, and we're doing pretty well for copper. Probably about a good 125 copper coins found already, and we're only a third of the way through the box. The goal for the copper coins right now is about 350, because that's around what the lower average I get hunting boxes in the home state of mine, New York. But we'll definitely see. If I keep on pulling, 10, 7 to 8 even pennies that are copper per roll, there's no doubt that we're going to get that goal. But currently doing all right. We got 4 wheat cents so far. Oldest being a 1912, which we found as our first wheat cent of the box. Found a couple of 1950s as well as a 1942. So solid start for the first 20 rolls of this box. Hoping for some more. I do have that box from Richmond, Virginia as well that I will hunt in this episode of the Hunt and Fill. That will be box number 15. So hopefully we get some good finds in that box too. Ed finds treasures here. What's going on, Ed? Well, thanks for stopping by, Ed. Indian heads are definitely pretty cool to have on your bucket list. I found it while I was young, so it hit different when I actually found it. But Buffalo nickels, glad you've been finding them a few months ago. So my brother, he actually went to the bank once. It was the bank right around the corner from me, I should say. And when he went to the bank, he was a little bit of a coin collector too when he was growing up. He doesn't collect coins now, but we got a wheat cent here. We got ourselves a 1944. There we go, 1944. But anyway, he went to the bank and he asked for a couple of rolls of coins. I think he just got a few rolls of nickels, maybe 10 rolls of nickels, probably what he could afford when he was at that age. And the bank teller gave him some old customer wrapped coins where 2 of the rolls were just Buffalo nickels. And most of them you can even just read the date on. I think he still has them somewhere. He's not a coin collector now, so I'm probably going to see if I can buy them from him. But definitely a cool little find he got there. So Ed, you just got $24 customer wrapped rolls. Hopefully you get to search them this weekend. Yeah, I've been searching about every single day now because I'm still off from work. I have this hunt as well as a few more penny hunts that I have planned tomorrow. Film some episodes of Coin Miss for the main channel. But hopefully you get to go through them and you find some awesome coins. Definitely looking forward to seeing the results on your YouTube channel. So definitely I'll keep a lookout for that video when it comes out. Not a problem, Ed. I know you said you got to go, so thank you for stopping by. And I look forward to watching those videos. All right, guys, we are on roll number 22. Oh, there you go, just Barker. That's a cool industry to grow, to get yourself in. I just drive ships for a living, so that's my industry and the reason why I have so much time off. I work 6 months out of the year on 3-month rotations, so I'm off for 3 months and then I go back to work for 3 months, and I'm approaching my going back to work date pretty soon. So I'm trying to do as many hunts as I can before I actually go back to work, and I still manage to hunt some coins at work. Go off into the ports. Got a 1983 Canadian here, but I try to get into the ports, get some denominations of each coin, and try to do like all denomination hunts. I do smaller hunts, like usually anywhere from $100 to $200, and I break them up so I have multiple videos to post. Sometimes I don't find anything. Other times I get lucky. I did find a few West Point minted quarters. I found a silver $half once. I think the oldest wheat penny I found was like 1926. Found some silver, some silver nickels, as well as some silver dimes, including a merc dime. So I was able to get lucky my first time doing this while at sea. Hoping for some similar results when I go back to work in about 2 weeks. So I can't wait to get back to work so that I could afford everything that I want to afford. At the same time, going back to work stinks, but making the best of it. Again, I do have those vacations coming up. So next year in May, I'll be going to Hawaii and Alaska. So I'm pretty excited about that. Both of them are part of cruises. So those are 2 cruises that I'm going on. And I also have another cruise in the end of March, which is just a basic Bahamas cruise, as well as visiting Florida. And it's coming from New Jersey, so right around the corner from where I live. And we got our sixth wheat cent, which is a 1956 Philadelphia. Yeah, I'll probably show the 1940s and below, or anything below 1950 rather, in my microscope, unless you guys want to see every single wheat cent that I find. I'm hoping it's a lot, but we are almost halfway through, and we're at around 6 wheat cents right now. So not bad overall. It's on track to meet the target, which is 10 to 15 wheat cents for the box. So currently, we're doing all right. Especially better that we found the 1912, which will go right into our album. I'm pretty stoked, or pretty excited rather, to see the mintage figure on those pennies, especially it being an earlier penny. Definitely will be something that I won't find again for a while. So there we go, guys. We got wheat penny number 7. I guess I'll show you it because it is another 1956. But it's wheat penny number 7. So pretty happy to find another wheat cent on roll number 25. That's the halfway mark of this box. We still have another box to go through right after. And 2 wheat cents, actually. We got ourselves a 1951 as well. Also from roll number 25. So pretty cool to have 2 wheat cents in the same roll. Marking wheat cents number 7 as well as number 8. I don't think we're going to three-peat, but definitely awesome to see the wheat pennies again. Though the box didn't really start out slow, we got that 1912 right away. It's been a few rolls each, or a few rolls to get each of the wheat cents that we did find, but now it looks like we're getting back on a rhythm. So just Barker, what type of coins are you hunting? Are you doing pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters? I'll be doing pennies for the next couple days here. And I plan to go to a couple banks tomorrow in my free time. Though tomorrow is a busy day. I got an order to pick up all the way about 30 minutes away from where I live. So that will take up the afternoon. In the morning, I'll be playing pickleball. If any of you play pickleball, let me know. I'm I guess a self-realized 3.2. I think that's my score now. Definitely above advanced beginner, but I am somewhere in the intermediate, so I'm around a 3.2, 3.3 player. And then after I eat dinner, I'll be going to play a few games of bowling with a couple friends that I haven't seen since high school. So definitely looking forward to tomorrow. Trying to get as much done as I can before I go back to work in about 2 weeks. So how much does an entire box of pennies hold? So a box of pennies, every single standard box of pennies is $25. Very cheap. Not shelling out a lot of cash like that box of dimes you're talking about where it's $250. But you get 2,500 coins to go through. Usually I see around 10 to 15 wheat pennies per box, which could be slow, but it's definitely more finds, I would say, than hunting dimes. And I don't hunt dimes as much as I should, but I have a box of dimes that I'll be going through eventually in the next couple of days, right underneath my desk. That's just been sitting there for about 2 months. So I do plan to do more dimes because I do want to hunt and fill that as well. The plan for the channel is to hunt and fill every single denomination. So I just filmed my first hunt and fill for the half dollars. So that will be coming out around December 5th. And spoiler alert, I did find silver, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Never really get half dollars from New York, so I was surprised to find $230 from a bank, and some of the rolls have already been gone through, which was a bummer to find out. And the reason I knew it was because all of the coins in the rolls were heads up, so I assumed that all of them went through, and turns out they were. So I found absolutely nothing in them. So I went on to the customer wrapped rolls and managed to get some silver coins. And I added a few of them to the album. A few of them were repeats, but overall, I was pretty happy with the results of that hunt. The same bank which I got the Is that a wheat penny? There we go, another wheat penny. Then I'll continue my story. We got a 1946 Philadelphia. But anyway, guys, the same bank that I went to pick up that $230 worth of half dollars, I was able to place an order, which I rarely do because banks around me never let me order coins anymore since the coin shortage. But I was able to get 2 boxes of half dollars ordered to the bank that I just went to for the first time ever. It was a Chase bank, and usually Chases are really good about giving coins to me. But I was able to order 2 boxes of half dollars for a future hunt. Hopefully it'll be a live stream. Hopefully it'll be next week as well. I'm gonna see if it's gonna be next week because on Monday, that's when I usually do my live streams. On Monday, I will be getting my wisdom teeth taken out. So I don't know how long of a recovery process it is. I'm sure it really won't be too bad. I got a lot of teeth taken out when I was younger. But I know the wisdom teeth require a little bit more healing than just baby teeth. So I do have that coming up on Monday. So I won't be live streaming on Monday. So hopefully I'll be able to do another one again on next Thursday, December 8th. But we'll see about that when the time comes. I'll see how I'm feeling about it. But I do want to at least try to go through more boxes of coins, fight through the pain, but we'll see again. I do have the Coin Miss series going on, so I kind of want to see if I can do as many as I can before I start cleaning up the basement and going back to work. That's awesome that you're following your brother's footsteps in collecting coins. For me, I started to collect coins because of my father. He got coins from his father, so I'm more or less a third generation coin collector. And I was able to get some of my dad's coins into my collection, and I hope to continue to spread that tradition over to my kids when I do settle down and start off their collections with some pretty cool coins. The good news for you there, Barker, is that hopefully your brother did give you or wants to give you his collection. I only found 1 mercury dime so far in my hunts, and that was on the ship like I was telling you before. So that was quite a surprise finding an 85-year-old mercury dime inside a roll of dimes. That same hunt, I was able to find a silver rosy as well. And in this hunt, I got myself a 1953 wheat cent. There we go. Another wheat cent for the hunt. And thanks for the good luck over there with the wisdom teeth. Yeah, I let them grow a while ago, and now I just cracked one of them, so my mouth is kind of like in constant pain. So I'm on like an antibiotic right now, where it's helping a little bit, but yeah, I'm 24 right now, and the wisdom teeth definitely are not what they were a couple years ago when they were all right. A couple of them are rotting. It's not worth the money to fix them when eventually they're just gonna go away anyway and get pulled. So it's kind of like a heat of the moment right before I go back to work, getting my wisdom teeth taken out. But it's definitely going to be nice not feeling that pain anymore, especially when you're at sea for a while, like I am with my job. It's not good to have that pain when you're 200 miles away from land or 300 miles away from the dentist. So happy that it'll finally be over, but not looking forward to the couple days of recovery. Hoping that I have enough, or I can talk enough to go through a box of coins. But again, definitely we'll see about that. Maybe I'll relax a little bit for once on a vacation. But time is coming soon. Yeah, I should probably go through a couple more boxes of dimes, honestly. So I'll start that Hunt and Fill series with the dimes, but it's been a while since I've hunted dimes, at least a roll. It's been, I'd say, about 3 months since I opened even a roll of dimes, which is a long time, but I should definitely do that soon. Hopefully it'll be before episode 10 of Coin Miss, but definitely like to go through other denominations before I do those dimes. The first box of dimes that I did get about 4 months ago was completely uncirculated, so I had to go right back to the bank, empty them out of the rolls, and then go to the coin machine. 1984 Canadian. Go to the coin machine, return them, and it wasn't worth it just to go back to get another uncirculated box of dimes. So I ended up getting probably a box of quarters or something, and it was good enough for me, where I was able to get some finds and enjoy the hunt, because now with the quarters, at least I'm starting to hunt for errors, something that I never did when I was a kid. But the goal is to collect 40 of each error. They might be minor, but they're still, die chips and all that. And then start selling them on eBay, hopefully for a little bit of a premium and me to make a little bit of money. Either way, if they don't sell, it's pretty cool to have in my collection just some of these die chips or doubling errors. So the quarters I have been starting to luck out with, because I've been finding the VDDR001 error on the Maya Angelou quarter, which is doubling on the earring, and for whatever reason that error is going for about $15 on eBay. So I found 4 of them in the last couple of boxes, and I'll probably try to sell them, at least a couple of them, where 25 cents turns into $15. I think that's a no-brainer. So the coin machine that I use is at my local credit union. I do have an account there, so any amount below $500 per day, you don't have to pay the 10% fee. But if you are or are not a account holder at that credit union, then you have to pay that 10% fee. So instead of rolling my coins, I go to the Jovia Bank, 1959, and I use their machine for free every single day. And I think they're getting sick of me being there, but I do go through a lot of coins and use their coin machine at least 6 out of the 7 times a week. So no percentage taken. All of it just goes right to my account. And then, so it's a savings account. I only can have a certain amount of draws per month, so I usually get the amount of coins that I deposited into my account for the week, and usually take it out for the next week for coin roll hunting. So happy to actually have that machine at my disposal, because it would take a lot of time to re-roll these coins. And I know a lot of people actually do that, and I have sympathy for them for what they do with that, but I'm taking the easy way out and going to the bank and using the coin machine. It only takes about maybe 10 to 15 minutes rather than a couple hours. So every time I go through coins, I usually throw it in a bucket. Right now I'm using a box because I left the bucket upstairs, but I'll get that when I wash my hands midway through before going through the next box. It is an amazing deal to have a coin machine at your disposal. Screw the coin stars. The only reason why I like coin stars is because of the people that don't know how to use them and the coin returns. Even at these banks, I do find coins in the return, or I do find coins stuck to the magnets inside the machines. And those are usually your Canadian coins, or mostly all foreign coins that do use steel in their coinage. So just today, I was able to find 10 or 20 cents Canadian, so 2 dimes, 5 pence from the UK, and I found a penny also, as well as a Canadian nickel stuck on the magnet. So definitely people don't know about that little hack, and it's just free world currency for me. I haven't really hit big on a Coinstar machine in a while, but hopefully that will change. Even when I don't need to go to the grocery store, I sometimes go just to check the coin machine. But the coin machine that I use, absolutely free for account holders, and hopefully you can find one of those as well in the nearby area where you live. Even if you just get like the basic account there, deposit $100 in there, open an account. It's worth the little expense. Just $100 even to open an account, where that $100 would just sit there. It's worth the expense of opening an account just to use a coin machine. And we're up to roll number 37 now. It's been a little slow with the wheat pennies, right? I mean, we're coming close to that goal of at least 10 wheat cents. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're already at 10. Would you look at that? But make that 11. We got a 1944 just now as well. So we got 11 wheat cents in 37 rolls, which I guess isn't too bad. Trevin, how's it going? You got a 1917 dime. Wow. Definitely. Is it in nice condition? Definitely a cool year to have a dime. I don't think. Actually, I might have them because I did get my grandfather's collection. So I do have some of the older coins now that he used to collect back in his day. So I know I have a bunch of like the 3-cent nickels and all that. I'm not totally sure. I haven't gone through all of it. It is one of my series on YouTube, going through my grandfather's coin collection to see what he had in it. So we got another wheat cent actually. It's going to be a 1958 Denver. But definitely looking forward to continuing that series. Hopefully I can film a few more episodes before I go away. But 1917 dime is cool. A 1939 wheat penny, 1953, 1941, and 1939 quarter. I mean, I have right over here, this is a recent find. I got a 1949 quarter. It doesn't beat that 1939, but definitely pretty cool to find a 1949 quarter in circulation. It may be worn down there, Trevin, but at least you can see the date. I've been finding a whole bunch of Buffalo nickels lately, and all of them are slick. So at least you can at least see the date. The last 3 Buffalo nickels I've found in rolls, all of them are worn. The first 2 Buffalo nickels I did find of the year, they were actually in good condition, and I was able to find a 1920 as well as a 1927 Buffalo nickel. But the rest of them are worn, unfortunately. But what can you do? Still a Buffalo nickel, which is pretty cool. Found a 41 at Lowe's. Wow. My best find at a store for coins as a little coin collector, I went to GameStop and I returned a game that I used both a gift card and cash for. So I ended up getting my money back in the form of cash rather than a gift card. And part of my change was a 1946 silver Roosevelt time. So you can imagine my face as a 12-year-old kid getting a silver dime as change. I think that was it was pretty awesome. In addition, I was using the vending machine at my college when I was still a student, and I got a silver quarter returned from me. And I mean, it was still like a 1960s quarter, probably like a 62 or a 63, but a silver quarter nonetheless. $3 and change for that 25-cent piece. That was definitely cool too. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I do remember those days as well. Unfortunately, I don't do that as much anymore. Though if I do see a tray that, has a maybe even like a old 20 or some coin that I really want to see, I would ask them for it, but I don't do it as often anymore. We got a 1956 Philadelphia wheat cent in that roll. Very awesome. Bicentennial coins are pretty cool. They don't have much of a premium. Some people still pay a little bit of a premium for it if they are in good condition, and that's the only coin that I do put aside if it's in good condition of a common years to see if I could try to sell them in bulk. But yeah, like you said, not much of a premium for bicentennials, but that's because so many of them were put into circulation. In the half dollars alone, I think there were like a 500 million of them. So I think the coolest bicentennials though are those 40% bicentennials, both in the quarters and the half dollars. Those are pretty cool. They feature those cool designs in the back that are specific to that year, but contain 40% silver. And I have found a few of them while hunting. So definitely a surprise when you do find them. Kind of like finding a silver proof too. I did find one of those recently where I saw the silver edge, got excited, but it ended up only being a Oregon S minted 2005 quarter. Still not going to complain about that. Silver is silver. but I was doing a hunt and fill and really wanted a silver quarter to add to the book. Fortunately, I couldn't add to the book because it was a 2005. And 10 more rolls to go in this box, and then we open up the Richmond box, so pretty exciting there. So the Susan B. Anthony dollar coins, they're really not worth anything. Some of them are NAFCs. The lower mintage, I believe, is the 1999 Denver. So if you have a 1999 Denver, or even the Philadelphia, there's more Philadelphias than there are Denvers, but I believe 1999 is the year to look for because that is the NIFC date rather than the 1979s and 80s. So if you have any 99 Susan B. Anthony's, I'd probably hold on to them. The rest are just pretty much worth $1. So the 40% bicentennials, I believe they do weigh a little bit more. But if you've ever gone through the half dollars and you hear the sound difference between, also it will look silver because clearly it is silver. I'm into mostly coins, but I do collect bills as well. I do try to do as many hunts as I can with the bills. Have a good collection of star notes. So I actually got paid with this when I was working a few months ago. I got a radar $50 bill in near uncirculated condition. So it was just a fresh bankroll or a fresh strap rather, of $50 bills. And I told the captain, hey, give me as many of those $50 bills as you can, because they were all sequential, and one of them happened to be a radar note. So it was definitely pretty cool to get an $80 or a $50 bill worth about $80. So I do have that one bill in my collection as well. Do have all the older bills, some silver certificates, some gold certificates. Lots of bills in my collections. So do you want a ladder? The has all 7 digits. So the bills have 8 digits. So you want just a single digit on the serial number, right? Those things are cool as well. I don't have any of those. I would even fancy a what would I fancy? A low serial number where it's a whole bunch of zeros and then a number or two after the zeros. Those are pretty cool as well. Yeah, no, I totally get you, Trevin. Yeah, those things are cool as well. I've came close. I have a couple binary notes, but I don't have any notes with just one number. So I do try to hunt as many like dollar bills as I can. And I plan on doing a couple of those hunts as well in the next coming weeks. I just need to go to the bank and order the dollar bills first of all, because not a lot of banks would want to give away all their singles, and it kind of looks weird to just get singles from the bank. So would have to try to probably order a couple other things with it, maybe a box of coins to make it known I'm using it for coin and currency collecting rather than other things. But yeah, I do collect the currency notes. I do have a world collection as well. I try to collect as many things as I can. and mostly everything from my collection is stuff that I found in circulation. So I'm not really trying to pay, $100 for a bill. I'd rather get a $50 bill, like I said, the radar note, and only pay $50 for an $80 note. The only thing I don't know with currency is whether or not to get things graded. I know grading usually brings up the price, but it is still expensive to grade coins or paper money, costing around $20 to grade it. So I think I'm going to sit tight on that $50 bill for now. But definitely if I find something worth a couple $100, I'll probably have that one graded. Yeah, Barker, that's the thing I don't want them to think. Me going to the gentleman's club with all those dollar bills. So that's the reason why I feel like I have to go or just come up with a BS excuse of why I need that many $1 bills. But either that or make it known that I'm a coin collector and ask for a box of coins as well. But I don't 15% of bills have been replaced. That seems like I'm not disagreeing with you, but that would mean that 15% of a strap of 100 bills would be star notes, wouldn't it? Which is really not the case. Usually, with hunting about 500 bills, I find anywhere from 2 to 5 star notes, which is a win for me, but I know a lot of the bills have been replaced. I don't think the number's 15% though. And again, I could be wrong, but it does seem like a arbitrary number. So yeah, any type of currency, any type of coins, that's usually what I collect. I have a whole big collection, and most of it, again, is just modern coins that I find coin roll hunting. I do have a few other coins in my collection that I did buy or I did receive or get gifted. I do collect like the mint sets, the silver eagles as well. I have just boxes upon boxes of coins and paper money down here in the basement, and I do really enjoy collecting it. It's more of an addiction, I guess, than a hobby, but it's not too burdensome in the wallet. So that's one thing that I do enjoy about this hobby. It's something that anybody could afford. For the fact for me that I do collect a lot of things, it does dent the wallet, but it doesn't hurt it. You can order anything from the Mint. The Mint has a whole schedule that you can buy stuff from. You can buy bank bags of coins, so you can either buy like rolls of coins, bags of coins. The bags I think have like 200 of each coin in it, rather than a roll having 40 or 50. But they do sell coins, Philadelphia's and Denver's. They sell the sets, and they sell eagles, medals, as well as different types of medals. So they do have coins of silver, of gold, of platinum, palladium. They do have a lot of cool stuff, such as the American Eagles that I do collect, the the 1 ounce rounds of silver, 0.999. But definitely, if you haven't already, check out the US Mint website. It's the Spitting Buffalo quarter. I don't think I've heard of that. I know that there's the Spear and the Bison error on the 2005 nickel, if that's what you're talking about. But maybe there's a die chip on the Buffalo nickels that you could be referring to. The only quarter that I know in the US is the Bison on the back of the 2005 state quarter, but haven't heard of the Spitting Buffalo quarter. Looks like drool is spitting from its mouth. Huh. I've only recently got into hunting for errors, so I'm still learning a lot of stuff as I go. But that sounds like a pretty cool error to find. I know in the Canadian 1996, I think it's the Toonie, they have the Smoking Bear, where it looks like the polar bear on the reverse of that coin is smoking a cigar. So that's a pretty cool error that I found that's, I guess, kind of similar to the Spitting Buffalo. Maybe the Drooling George is a little common to that error as well, but there's so many errors to find inside boxes of coins. It's pretty crazy. A lot of people think that people are just making up these errors, but if people are willing to pay money for the errors, and by money I mean above face value, then I have no reason why I would not support that. Double dies are always worth money, and if you have that 1955 penny, let me know, because I still don't have that one in my collection, and those things are wicked cool, especially when the doubling's out of control. I think I've been talking about $1 bills for a little bit too long. That's probably my fault about talking about $1 bills. Dang. Oh, man. There we go. Broken nail going through coins. I can barely scratch the surface with this now. So I guess after this box, I'll go upstairs to wash my hands, take care of this nail that just broke, and then get ready for the second box to go through. I do have, after this, 2 more rolls to go before the halfway mark. So I guess it couldn't have happened at a better time, but wow, broken nail. That's going to be tough opening up these quarter roll or these penny rolls now. How many boxes do I buy if I'm going to look through pennies? So if I'm doing a live stream like this, I try to get 2 boxes of pennies to go through. I do enjoy going through pennies, and each box usually takes anywhere from 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1 hour and 30 minutes. So it usually would be about 3 hours, and then the filling portion of the video would be about 30 minutes, and I have a 3.5 hour stream. If I'm going through a box of pennies for one of my videos, I usually try to do 1 or 2 as well. Sometimes if I don't have the time to do 2, I'll just go through 1. And usually there's enough content to put out just hunting 1 box. 2 is definitely better, but it really depends on what time of day it is, if I'm busy with my schedule. But usually 1 or 2. If I'm doing like a big video, then I'd usually try to get 4 boxes to go through. But I'd say on average it's about 2 per hunt. So this is episode number 8 of my Hunt and Fill series, and I have gone through box number 14 and 15. So if you take the average of those boxes per video, it's showing about 2 boxes per video. And that goes with pretty much all the denominations that I hunt. Usually try to get 2 boxes per video. This month, since I'm trying to do 25 videos in 25 days, I'm starting to do 1 box per video, just so I can get those videos out. But usually I like to do 2 because it maximizes the finds I find in a box. So yeah, I just toss them. I go to the bank. The bank that I bank with, or one of the banks that I bank with, has a coin machine. So I just put them in a bucket, and then I go to the bank, which is only a few miles away, and then I get rid of them. Get the cash from that, go to another bank to get more boxes of coins. There's no point in me keeping all these pennies unless we were getting rid of the penny, then I would start keeping them. But I just put them back into circulation, get the next box, and do the same thing. Well, I've been doing that pretty much, walking into a bank with my 5-gallon bucket. I mean, I really don't get too much of a stare. The bank limit is only $500 per day, so I guess it really depends on what I'm bringing in to cash in for that day. But usually with that 5-gallon bucket, I guess the people that are annoyed the most are the people behind me waiting for the coin machine, because they're like, "Oh, come on, dude, why do you have all those coins?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've been collecting for a while." But usually it's nothing too bad. It's just some people get mad at me when they see I just have so many coins to put in the machine. But what can you do? I was there, I waited my turn in line, and sometimes you gotta wait for an open spot. But here we go with another box, and they are circulated. I am just going to wash my hands. They're a little dirty from this last hunt. Gonna clean this nail up, and then I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. We still have a couple more rolls to go through before the end of this video. And we're back. Got a couple more solo cups for the copper cents, but not too bad. It kind of looks like we're right at the top here, almost at the top. I'd say about $4.25 worth of coppers, but definitely a good amount. Hopefully this Richmond box will continue that luck. I'm not sure about the Richmond box because I never hunted a box of pennies from Virginia before. But we'll see how we do with this box. But the only way we can do that is if we get started right now. So on to box number 2. How many rolls are in a penny box? So a penny box is $25. So that means there's 50 rolls inside each penny box, which is an hour and a half of fun. $50 rolls of 50 means that there's 2,500 pennies per box. I guess I'll have to use this finger now to open the rolls, but it's okay. Nails grow back. I need to get one of those screwdrivers to start opening the rolls. That would be pretty helpful. But for now, my fingernails have been doing the job. Cracked nails happen sometimes, so unfortunately we'll have to find another way to open these rolls of pennies. You find anything good from the U.S. Mint there, Barker? I know they got tons of stuff, a little bit overpriced for me, but I still do my orders of silver dollars each year, as well as every once in a while I'll buy the mint set. Usually I bought the mint set, then I started stopping buying it for whatever reason, but every once in a while I'll make another order. The most recent big purchase I did from the mint was the Morgan and Peace dollars from 2021, the 100-year anniversary of the Peace dollar. So I did buy, I believe I have 12 of those coins because the limit was 3 per household. So I did buy 3 myself. I got them shipped somewhere else because my dad also still collects. So he did order 3 for himself as well. But those things are pretty cool. I'll try to make a video about them or even show them here when I'm done with the penny hunt. Let's see. So the last roll or the last box of coins, we found 13 wheat cents, including that 1912, which is pretty awesome. Found a few other things as well. We found 4 1959s, only 1 2009, 7 Canadians, which again is average, and a few 1998s, which is a year that I collect because I was born in 1998 and I've been collecting those ever since I was young. So that's another small little thing that I collect that probably no one else collects, but some people do collect their birth year. I just happen to collect every single coin that I find for my birth year, so that also adds up. Hoping to find some wheat cents in this box. A little lighter on the copper than the last box, but being a little bit further away from a mint, I feel like that's the reason why. No, I don't have one of those 1943 wheat pennies worth $1 million. That was kind of like a little clickbait thing. clickbait stunt that I used, because I did find a copper penny. Oh wow, this is a pretty nice 2009. I did find a copper penny from the year 1943, but it was the Canadian 1943 penny, only worth 10 to 15 cents. Not one of those $100,000 1943 United States steel pennies that was made out of copper. So yeah, some of those coins do sell for a lot of money. I don't have any of those in my collection. I think the most worth coin that I have in my collection is a $2.50 gold piece. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have a $1 million coin. If I did, I'd probably try to retire earlier than my current retirement path, but maybe one day searching, I can find one of those. That day, unfortunately, it's probably not today, but again, we still have 47 rolls to go, so who knows? No wheat cents yet. Hoping that this box is not a skunk. But again, we still have a whole bunch of rolls to go through. But very light on the copper. This is the only bit of copper we got from 3 rolls so far. So about 5 per roll, meaning that we're at about 250 to 300 wheat cents if this carries on. So definitely 13 wheat cents from the previous box was pretty good. Since it is a different state that I don't know very well, I'm hoping for at least 5 wheat cents from this box. That would be ideal. Definitely hoping for that number, but we'll see at the end, or as we progress through these rolls, whether or not we can achieve it. But we'd have to find a wheat penny first in order to get an accurate determination of how filled these rolls are. Man, using my right hand to open these rolls is not as much fun. If I do decide to do more hunts tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna see if I have a little screwdriver around somewhere, but it's just miserable. Doesn't look like we have any wheat cents in the first 5 rolls. Let's hope the next 5 rolls could at least get 1. One of the boxes that I hunted the other day, it took me 16 rolls to get my first wheat cent. But at the end of that hunt, I ended up getting 15 wheat pennies. So sometimes they like to come later in the box, but being again that this is a whole different state that I usually hunt, I'm not sure how it's going to go. lot of 70s, just not enough 60s or 50s in this box so far. There we go, 3 coppers in a row, but still no wheat cents. I think the best find of this box so far is that super shiny 2009. I rarely see them as shiny as the one I just pulled, but it's even shinier than some of the newer like 2020s and 2021s in circulation right now, which is just insane. To think that went through a feeder machine, that is something else. But overall, I think we've been doing all right with the potential upgrades. We have a whole cup over here, probably 6 or 7 or 8 of them in there. Just no wheat cents in this box so far. That's the real kicker. On to roll number 8. And you can kind of tell that this is a box unlike the ones I usually hunt. Being from New York, I do find a lot of Canadians. I haven't found a single Canadian yet either. All we found so far was just one coin, and that is a 2009 Birth and Early Childhood. For those of you going through coins right now, hope you guys are doing all right. Wish I was doing a little better with the finds, but good things come to those who wait. So hopefully towards the end of the box will be back on a streak, finding some coins again. We just got another 2009, but no wheat pennies for the first 10 rolls. 2 2009s from this roll, actually. So up to 3 2009s for this box. Those are the only things we found so far. We didn't even find an S-Min mark in the last box, but maybe we'll find one in here. Got a 1960. I think that's the earliest date we found so far. Very nice. 2006 could be an upgrade. So the least amount of wheat pennies I've ever found in a box was actually just recently, and again, it was from another state. It was only 3 wheat cents in that one box, which kind of was depressing, but at the same time, it did produce some quality finds over quantity finds. So we did find a smaller amount of coins, but in the end, we did have, I believe, 4 fills from that one box paired with another box where we only found 11. So not a big quantity, but a good quality amount of coins. And the books were pretty happy to finally have another rarer date inside the album. So that actually might be an upgrade. And we got it. Roll number 11. Took us 11 rolls, but we finally got our first wheat cent. And let me show you what year it's going to be. Let me move this out of the way. There we go, guys. We got ourselves a 1947 wheat cent. Nice to start it off in the 40s. Not as nice as the first wheat penny we found in the last box, which was the 1912. But I'm going to take this 1947. It's getting the ball moving for the rest of the box. So a 1947 wheat penny found. First one of the box. Now that's a shiny edge. What it would take for me to get a wheat penny ender, that would be very nice. We just got one the other day. It wasn't really that special of a penny, but just to see one right on the edge, that's a pretty good deal. Our copper stack is slowly growing as well, so that is good. found our first wheat cent, which is even better. So hopefully we can find some more. Hopefully fill some slots in our album as well. We at least know that we have that one fill. I would hope that we can find another, but we won't know until we finish the last 38 rolls of this hunt. I'm not sure if any of you guys ever found this coin, but has anyone ever found a 1943 steel cent in a roll? I've found a couple in my youth, but never have I found one since I started this series. It's something that I do need for the book eventually, but haven't had any luck yet in finding a steely in any of my rolls. And we got our second wheat cent. After another couple of rolls, we did find another wheat cent, and I just stumbled upon it now. It's going to be a 1956 Philadelphia. I already showed you that one, so I won't show you under the scope. But we found our second wheatie of this box, which means we're 40% of the way done with our goal of finding 5 wheat cents in this box of Richmond, Virginia pennies. So even though we found a whole bunch of 1956 wheat pennies this episode, is not going to go to waste. I've already spoken about this before, but I figured I'd speak about it again. I have an archived collection which I'm starting to collect. I've only started this collection about 6 months ago, but I've been growing it and growing it and growing it, getting all the supplies for it because it requires a whole lot of coin holders as well as coin boxes. But my plan is to collect one roll of each year of modern coins in all the mints that it was produced, mostly just intended for circulation coins. But that list does go on and include all the half dollars as well, including the NIFCs. But my goal is to collect one roll of each P, D, and S of each coin minted in modern years. So that includes, silver Rosies, silver Washingtons, nickels, the Jefferson nickels, pennies from 1909 all the way to present day. So that is my one goal that I'm trying to do. But before my time's up. And I believe that I have a good start on it. Of course, there's so much more that I could do to get this collection up and running, but the archive collection is going to take a lot of time to finally fill as well as gather. And it's also going to cost a lot because silver coinage especially is going to be hard to obtain from just hunting rolls, so I'll probably eventually have to start buying coins to add to that collection. But in the end, the goal is one roll of each coin for that collection. So I can't wait to actually start filling it more. I already have a few completed rolls, mostly of the wheat cents, which is pretty good. But each wheat cent that I do find that does not belong in my book as an upgrade or a fill will be going towards the archive collection. So in the end, it's not a waste that I don't need it in my album. It won't be going just to a jar. It will be going into a coin tube, into the coin box, and then hopefully stored and passed on when the collection is done. Speaking about wheat cents, got myself another 1946 wheat cent. I got it right on the microscope there. It's not in the best condition, but it is wheat cent number 3 of this box in 17 rolls. So, judging by this, if we continue the way we're going, we're getting about a wheat cent every single 6 rolls. And 6 divided by, or 50 divided by 6 is about 8 and change. So, hoping for about 8 wheat cents in the box. The goal is still 5, and we have 3 of it. So, definitely starting to find some wheat pennies now, but I definitely need a screwdriver. For those who just joined, my nail broke, so I do not have my tool to open pennies the way I usually do, which is my pointer finger on my left hand. Got a 1959, that's cool. But I'm working with what I got, and I got 9 other fingers for a reason, and I'm just trying to use them as best I can to open these rolls without getting a screwdriver from the shed. But 32 more rolls to go. That's seems like a long way, especially with another 2009, fifth 2009 of the hunt so far. Another one, pretty good condition, so we'll put that aside. But hopefully I'll be able to get through this hunt with my opening method, which is using my nails. So still have 32 rolls to go. 3 wheat cents on the board, 5 2009s, and 1 1959 so far in the hunt. Copper usually getting around 5 to 6 per roll. let's see what else we can pull. So really hoping for another wheat cent. Again, we have 3 of them, 2 of them in the 1940s, as well as 1 of them being a 1956. If we can get another 1910s like we did in the last box, that would be pretty awesome. It's pretty rare to find the 10s. I've only found 3 of them now in 15 boxes, but it's not impossible. So hopefully one of these days we'll be able to find another one to add to the collection. But for now, we'll be happy with the one that we got. And that is that 110-year-old 1912. And there we go. It's our first S mint mark, which is going to be a 1970. First S mint mark of the box. First S mint mark of the hunt. Well, that was the weakest roll for copper, in that we only got 2 coppers in that roll. Another 2009 to add to the pile. That marks 6 2009 so far. Just 21 rolls of coins. Wish the 2009 number was the number of wheat pennies we had, but 3 is still pretty good for a foreign box, and by foreign, I mean out of state, being that this box traveled about 400 miles to get to New York. So recently I did go on a road trip, and I did try to hunt in places that I did stop. One of the places I stopped was Virginia, so I decided to go to the banks in Virginia, as well as Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee. Collected all of those coins, brought them to Florida, as well as back to New York to hunt. And this is one of those hunts where I'm going through one of those boxes. So going through the box from Richmond, and Richmond I did pretty well with the half dollars. that I hunted, I managed to get a few silvers and half dollars. But the pennies aren't looking too good right now. Still got a little bit ways to go. There are 28 more rolls to go. But 3 in 22 rolls isn't the best I've ever done. But again, it's not the worst. So I'm happy with what I got. Do I want more? Of course I do. But we got another 2009. So I guess that makes up for it, right? 7 2009s from this box so far. Box is rich in 2009s, which I guess you don't see too often anymore. So it's good to see those. Definitely do want a couple more wheat cents before I end the box, though. After filling the box, or after completing the box, rather, I'll be filling the albums and doing my upgrades to see exactly how this episode fares instead of doing a follow-up video tomorrow, posting the results. So I'll be going through the album to see exactly how we did at the end of this hunt. Definitely have one filler today, and that's going to be that first wheat penny that we found in the first box, which was the 1912 Philadelphia. It's the earliest coin that we have found in the Penny Hunt and Fill series by a long shot. And by long shot, I mean 6 years. The earliest coin we had prior to finding this 1912 was a 1918 as well as a 1919. But it's definitely going to be nice to fill another slot in volume 1 of the book, which runs from 1909 to 1940. At the same time, I'll be looking for upgrades throughout the wheat cents with the coins that I did find, though a lot of the coins I did find today have been pretty dirty, so I'm not expecting to make any upgrades across the wheat cents, but I do have a few coins over in a cup over here with other dates that might upgrade, including a nice 1964 that I found. But I found a few nice 1964s, so I'm not sure whether or not it'll actually be an upgrade or not. And there we go, another 2009. That marks 2009, number 8 of the box. Still at 3 wheat cents, though. Got a 1964 just now, a 1960. So we're getting closer. But would love to end the hunt. That's a nice back. Love to end the hunt with 5 wheat cents of this box, which means that we would have a total between the two boxes of 18. All right, guys, this is going to be the halfway mark of the second box. So 75 rolls hunted so far. And in this 75 rolls, we found 16 wheat cents thus far. one thing that I would like to say to you guys that are watching, if you are subscribed, thank you guys so much for 1,700 subscribers. Now, at the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the summer rather, I started going back to this channel again to create content on YouTube. And I was around 23 subscribers, I believe, in the month of May when I originally started to go back to YouTube. But throughout the first couple of videos I posted, we started to make our way past 25 subscribers, past 50 subscribers. And currently we're at 1,700. It's just amazing. So I'm very thankful that I have a platform where I could share my coin roll hunts with you guys, as well as interact with you guys. And thank you guys for helping me achieve this goal. The original year's end goal for my channel, and this was set at the at my first video, was 25 subscribers by the end of the year. Coming from 23 subscribers, that does seem like a lot, but it was easily attained in that I got it after posting my first video. So I made the new subscriber goal to 100 by the end of the year, and we just crushed it, getting more than 17 times that goal as of right now. The current goal right now is 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So we'll see how we do with that goal. It's in my room. So here's a brain fart for you guys today. So yesterday I went bowling. I do enjoy going bowling. I used to be a high school bowler on the varsity team. So I did go bowling, and I honestly thought that I took my watch off to go bowling and didn't put it back on my body after going bowling. So I was convinced that I left it at the bowling alley throughout the whole day. And I'm like just trying to retrace my steps. I called the bowling alley to see if they had it. They said no. Then I thought that someone might have stole it. Then I figured out that it was in my room. It wasn't in my room. So I went back to square one. And so I just actually found it a few minutes ago. 1999 Canadian. And I remembered that I was making salmon tartare yesterday. And salmon tartare, in order to mix all the ingredients, you usually do it by hand, or at least I do it by hand. And so I was mashing around about 5 pounds of salmon yesterday. And I didn't want my watch to get all salmony, all fishy. So I took it off and totally forgot about it, thinking that I left it, thinking that I put it on again. and left it in the bowling alley, but instead it was on the dining room table. So the whole day I'm just thinking about where my watch is, and it ended up being in the one place I didn't look, which was in the dining room. But anyway, guys, we got a 1955 wheat penny. Unfortunately, I don't see any doubling on it, but it is a 1955 Philadelphia wheat penny, meaning that this is the number 4 wheat penny of the hunt so far. Just in 28 rolls. So the new goal is 7. The adjusted goal, based on how many rolls we hunted and how many coins we found. The original goal still stands at 5 wheat pennies. We have 1 more to do that, but if we find 7, then we find a nice even 20 to conclude this episode of the Hunt and Fill. Beautiful 1979 just found. Really beautiful. If that's not an upgrade, I would be surprised. All right, guys, this is going to be roll number 30 now, meaning 20 rolls left until the end of the hunt. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow now because I'll be playing some pickleball. I'm not sure if anyone in the live stream plays any pickleball. It's not just for the older people. The younger people do impress the older people when playing pickleball, which is pretty cool. Everyone asks me, "How are you so good at pickleball?" And I'm not that good. But I did play racquetball, tennis, handball, ping pong, all those sports that incorporate the idea of pickleball before. So I do have a natural instinct of the hand-eye coordination between a paddle and a ball. But all these older people above my age, above the age of 24, have been saying, "How are you so good at this game?" I'm like, it's probably because I'm younger and a little bit more agile. Which in all honesty is probably true. Some of the people that play do not move around as much, but I'm like that one guy with when I was playing handball, American handball, at school and high school. I was just moving around the court, and that's the same tactic that I use in pickleball as well. But for the first time tomorrow, I'll be playing at the intermediate level, so I'm pretty excited to see how I fare with other people around that skill level. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow as well. I'll be driving out 30 minutes away to Farmingdale, another 2009 in terrible condition, to pick up an order from my father. And then I'll be going bowling again with a few friends from my high school days that I haven't seen in about 6 years. So pretty full day tomorrow before doing my oral surgery, as well as going back to work, trying to make the most of the rest of my vacation. definitely don't try to hold yourself back if you have the time and can afford to go out. I definitely recommend trying to do as much as you can while you're still young, and definitely try to enjoy life to the fullest. So I can't wait for tomorrow. The next day I'll be going to New Jersey to visit one of my friends and watch the World Cup game. I believe that the USA is playing against the Netherlands, so that should be fun. Playing against a better ranked team than us. Wishing the best for America, and hopefully we can get far in this cup. Any other soccer fans in here? I mean, I don't follow soccer, but any American sport or whenever America plays, I try to get a little patriotic for the fact that we're supporting the home team here. Still searching for that next wheat cent, though. I mean, we just did find one a couple rolls ago. About 5 rolls ago, but one more, and we get our goal of 5 wheat cents for this box that I set at the beginning of this box before we opened it. Hopefully, we can get there. Seven would be a dream, so we get an even number, 20 in the box, or the 2 boxes. But 5 is the goal, and currently we have 4, so we need just one more wheat cent in the next 17 rolls in order to get that goal filled. Currently, we at least have one fill in the album, and that's going to be our 1912 wheat penny. But I haven't checked any of the other dates, but we do have a lot of 1950s and no estimate marks, so might be tough to fill up another slot, but definitely going to check against the books at the end of this box to see if we have any other fills. But maybe we have some upgrades as well, so I won't count that out either. Been finding some copper cents pretty steadily throughout the box, usually around 5, 6, maybe even 7 per roll. So I'm expecting around 250 to 300 copper pennies by the end of this box. And we came close to another wheat cent. Unfortunately, it's not. It's a 1959 ender. It's going to be the second 1959 of the box, but so close to being a wheat cent. $62, pretty close as well, but not going to be a wheat cent. Currently, we got those 4 wheat cents, 2 1950s and 2 1940s. From this box, as well as 13 from the other box, for a total of 17 so far between the two box hunt. Still have 15 rolls left to get that one more for our goal, so just hoping for the best with this foreign box of pennies from Richmond, Virginia. This is my first time hunting a box of pennies from Virginia, though I had success with the quarters as well as the half dollars that I hunted when I did my bank route in Virginia. So first time going through the pennies here, and unfortunately it's off to not the best start, but we're having fun here. We're doing our best to try to fill the albums. Not every box you get is going to be a winner, but at least we're finding stuff. And the most stuff we found is those 2009s, having found so far 9 of them rather. Sorry, 9 of them. That's a nice looking 1964 that we just found. Next to a not so nice 1964. All right, so this is going to be roll number 36 of this box. 14 more rolls to go, including this one. So we still have 700 chances to find the next wheat penny. Sounds like pretty good odds, but based on the box, you never know what you're going to find hunting pennies, or any coin rather. Good amount of copper in this one, but doesn't look like any copper is going to be any wheat cents. A lot of these coins have been stuck together with this awkward goo. That's pretty bad, but what are you going to do about that? Looks like this roll of pennies is not going to give us a wheat cent either. So it's on to the next roll to hopefully find one of those wheat pennies to get our goal of 5 wheat pennies for the box. And we got our first or second foreign, rather. It's going to be a Bermuda 1 penny from 1980 with the pig on it. There we go. At least we found something. And not far behind it, we got a wheat cent. It's gonna be a really late one, the latest we can get. But we found it. 1958 Denver wheat cent. It's gonna be wheat cent number 5 of the hunt, which is remarkable that we found it on the 12th to last roll. So there's still hope that we could find at least another 1 or 2 more with this hunt. And that would put us, if we find 2 more, at 20 wheat cents between the 2 boxes, which I think I'd be okay with. Here we go with roll number 40. Finding that wheat cent was a good boost of motivation to finish out this hunt. And we did it again. 2 rolls in a row, and this one's going to be a slightly newer one with the year 1941 Philadelphia. Look at that. 1941 Philadelphia wheat cent found in the 40th roll of the box. That is number 6 of the box. Let's see if we can find 1 more. That would be great. 2 in a row, that is fabulous, and I will take that. Starting to be a nice end of this hunt. Finding that foreign and those 2 wheat pennies in a row. So very nice. Let's see if our luck streak continues. Maybe we have a little bit of last roll luck as well. That's it for the 40th roll. On to roll number 41 now. We got ourselves the 1999 Canadian, so another find in a row. Not a wheat cent, but another find that could possibly be an upgrade in our Canadian books. Let's see if we can find anything on this next roll. Roll number 42 of the box. 8 more rolls after this until we call it for the night with the hunt. Then we go to our albums to see if we can fill any of those books with coins that we found in today's hunt or make any upgrades as well. So I won't count the coppers today because I believe after this I'll be going straight to the rack. But I will give updates of how many coppers we found next day, tomorrow. Leave a comment down below. Share with you guys if you're interested how many coppers we found in both box 1 and 2. And there it is, guys. We got ourselves another wheat penny. It's going to be wheat penny number 7 of the hunt. And it's going to be another 1942. We found a 1942 in the first box, and now the second box as well. For a total of 7 wheat cents found in this box so far. The good thing is we still have 7 rolls to go before the end of this box. I saw it, looked a little older, and I slid down the penny that was in front of it, and we ended up finding that wheat penny number 7 for 20 wheat pennies total across this 2-box hunt so far. This is the last roll of luck I am talking about. Well, last rolls of luck. So, doesn't look like we got a wheat cent in there or any other find. So, we're going to head to the next roll to see what else we can find. This is the 6th to last roll. Roll number 44. Another roll where we came up short. Let's see if roll number 45 has anything to add to our stacks. Looking like a lot of clad in here. Zinc plated copper. Only 2 copper coins so far, and a lot of these coins again are just stuck together. Let's go to the next roll, roll number 46. Three rolls left to go. Let's see if we got anything in roll number 48. Two rolls left to go for this box of pennies. And it doesn't look like we found anything in this roll as well. So we have one more roll. Oh wow, we got a nice 1960. You can see the shine on that one. So we did find something, but not another wheat cent, but possible upgrade. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, guys, this is going to be our last roll. And then I'm going to go wash my hands and get ready to hopefully do a lot of fills and upgrades in our book. Wow, last roll luck. What did I tell you guys? We have some last roll luck. This is the 8th wheat penny of the hunt, and it's going to be a 1953 Denver. That's the last roll luck I am talking about. Heck yeah. Oh, look at that. I was just saying we haven't found a 2009 in a while, and we found another nice and shiny birth and early childhood. So, last roll luck all the way. Got ourselves a 1998 as well. Got ourselves a copper and another copper. Pretty good last roll all around, guys. Couple more coppers to add to the pile, but no more wheat cents, and that means that this hunt is officially done right about now. So I'm going to fill up the cup with the coppers that we found. Definitely less coppers in this box than in the last box we got from New York, but overall I think it was a pretty good hunt. Did find more than expected wheat pennies. But time to go over exactly how many of each we found and take a look at those albums to see exactly what we filled. But as you can tell, my hand's a little bit dirty, so I'm going to go wash my hands and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, welcome back. Now it's time to organize the coins to see exactly how many of each we have and update our list, as well as hopefully update some spots and upgrade some coins in our albums. So, without further ado, I'm going to do the tally and let's see what we get. I'm going to see if there's some non copyright music on YouTube to see if we can listen to some music as we do this. So, first up, these are the ones from box 2, and these are the ones from box 1. We're going to go ahead and count the coppers in the next couple of days. Let me label the cup just to make sure that this is box number 2, so we don't get confused. Though I know box 2 is a lesser amount of coppers, we're still going to put it aside and label it. All right, guys, the numbers are all updated in the Excel sheet that I use to track my progress of each box that I hunt. So I have all my categories: 2009s, wheat cents, coppers, 59s, S mint marks, Canadians, other foreigns, everything that I find I keep track of on that Excel sheet. So everything's all updated except for the coppers right now. So next I'm going to see what my wheat cent totals were. So I'm going to break it down into my 10s, my 20s, my 30s, 40s, and 50s to see how many of each I found. Then we're going to go straight to the book to see if we have any upgrades or any fills. So that second box with 8 wheat cents, we found 4 from the 1940s and 4 from the 1950s. So let me just add that to my spreadsheet. So 0, 1909, 0, 1910, 0, 1920, 0, 1930, 4 1940s, and 4 1950s. Now on to the 13 wheat cents that I found in box number 1. Let's see how many of each we found. There it is, guys, the 1912. So 0 1909s, almost put 0 in for the 10s, but we found 1. That is wicked awesome. 0 1920s, 0 1930s, another 4 1940s, and 8 1950s. Also put in the oldest of each roll or each box, and the oldest one from the first box is that 1912. Let's see what the oldest from the second box is. It's going to be a 1941. Surprisingly, that is not the old or the youngest wheat that we've found in a box. The latest date we've ever found in a box was a 1953 wheat cent. That's the time we found 3 wheat cents in one box. So let's add these to the stack as well. Push it back a little bit. And open up that first album, which is going to be our 1909 to 1940 album, volume number 1. So 1912 only produced 68.153 million coins. So it does seem like a lot, but I haven't found one yet, and it's going straight into the book, guys. Holy moly. Still a little surprised that I found such a nice wheat cent. It's in honestly pretty good condition for its age, but the 1912, let's take another look at that. So there we go. 1912 wheat cent. So that's going straight into the book, and it's officially the youngest wheat cent that we have found in the Penny Hunt and Fill series. So let me get a nice index card to track the progress. So volume 1, FU, 1 fill, which is 1912. Time to check these 1940s coins to see if we have any upgrades to make inside this collection. Since we didn't find any 1940s just above the 1940s, we got to go to the next album. So we'll begin with the possible upgrades for the wheat cents, and then we'll go into our little book, our little cup over here, to see if we have any older or younger dates, so 1960 and above, to upgrade our collection. So I got the 1940s here. I got a nice little piece of paper just to make me know where these wheat cents are. And I believe I got a cup of wheat cents somewhere. Maybe right over here. Yeah, these are the wheat cents, 1959s as well, that I need to put in the archive collection. So I'll take the 1959s right away. And since I don't believe we have any upgrades in them, I'm going to put them straight into the cup. So this 46, definitely not in good shape. Got a 1944, already in better shape. The 46 is in better shape. Surprised we didn't find any Denvers in the 1940s. Let's see that 1942. Nope. And that 41. I'll keep the 41 in there as well. Already said no 44. And the 47 is slightly tarnished, so we're going to put that in the cup as well. Time to go to the 50s. Now, I don't think we're going to have any 50s fillers based on the fact alone that we need just the S mint marks in the 1950s from 51 to 55 to be done with the 1950s. It's a lot easier than it sounds, but the 55S is probably going to be our most challenging one with only 44.6 million minted. All right. So no 50s wheat cent upgrades. So time to close up this book real quick to see if we have any upgrades in this book, the next book, and the next book after that. We're just going to organize our potential upgrades real quick. And we're going to do that by year. So we're going to do it by decade. So we got a 60s pile, 70s pile, an 80s pile, a 90s pile, a 2000s pile, a 10s pile, and a 20s pile. Some really good condition coins found in this group of boxes. So I'm excited to see if we have any upgrades or not to our collection. Our most popular decade for this hunt has to be the 70s and 80s, as well as the 60s. So everything's all organized. Let's open up the book, see if we have any upgrades. So we're going to start here with the 60s coins. So we got a 60, 69, 64, and a 64 Denver as potential upgrades. And right away, I think we are going to upgrade the 1960. Just a beautiful coin that we found. So if you can kind of see the difference on the screen there, this is the one that I'm going to fill. This is the one I'm going to discard. Beautiful condition, 1960, upgraded in the book. Let's see that 1969. We're going to add it to the archived collection. The 64, we already have an immaculate one in the book. The 64 Denver. Might be a little bit more red, but it is stained, so I'm going to keep the 64 Denver. That's inside the book. And let's go to the 70s now to see what we got. So we got a 1970 that we put aside. Unfortunately for us, the 1970 in the book is going to be hard to beat. So that's it for volume number 2. We only got one upgrade, and that was the 1960 Philadelphia. On to 1975 to 2013. So we'll begin with the rest of the 70s. We got a 75 Denver. I put it aside because I thought that we would be able to upgrade it, and we will. So let's put it aside. And this is not good enough to go into our archived collection, so we're just going to put it in one of the copper piles. We'll just put it in the second one. So we upgraded the 1975 Denver, and there's still room to improve it, but definitely looking a little bit better than it was before. So volume 3, FU, so no Fs. One upgrade so far, and that is the 1975 Denver. That's an upgrade. Let's check the 78. 78 in the book is a little bit better. And then the 79. 79 we found is a little bit more shinier, but it does have a stain, but the other one has a stain as well. So we're just going to upgrade it and call it our second upgrade of this book. My oh my, that looks pretty good in there. Maybe that stain can come off with a little rub, but the 1979 is upgraded now, and we'll put the 79 that we had in there before into the archives. So we can mark down another upgrade with the 1979 Philadelphia and move on to the 80s coins. So we found two 1986s that could be potential upgrades. I'm going to take the better of the two and see if we need it, and we do. This one is just in terrible shape. It's good that we found two. This one's going back into circulation, while the 1986 that we found today is going in the book. We also found an 81, but the 81 in our book is a little bit better, as well as an 87, but I don't think that 87 is going to go into the book. Unless it is. It's got a scratch, so we're going to put it back in the archive collection and mark down that 1986 Denver as an upgrade. Let's see what 90s coins we have. We have a 90 and a 91, both of which are going to go into the archives. What about the 2006 now? We're also going to put that in the archives. And unless we have an early date, we have two. 2012 archived. 2013 archived as well. We're going to take a brief look at these 2009s that we found. And we're definitely going to upgrade it. Which one are we going to use, though? I think we're going to go with the second one that we found. Just a beautiful coin. Oh, my goodness. The early birth and childhood. That is the 2009 that we're going to upgrade. Just a beautiful coin all around. As the last coin in volume number 3 that we're going to upgrade. I'm just going to double check the other ones, the other 2009s before we call it, but oh yeah, we got the other shiny one that we found. the formative years that we're going to upgrade as well. So that's 5 upgrades so far. And that will be it for the upgrades volume number 3. Do have a couple 2020 Denvers to compare against the book. One's going straight into the archive, but we're going to double check that book to see if we have yet another upgrade. In our book starting 2014, I think we're going to upgrade it. The other one that we have in the book has plenty of scratches. It's still in all right condition, but it's definitely going to be worth upgrading. And that we just did it. Volume 4 is going to see an upgrade as well. So, in the end, guys, we had 1 fill and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upgrades. 1960 upgrade, 1975 Denver, 1979 Philadelphia, 1986 Denver, 2 2009s, the birth and formative years, as well as the 2020 Denver has been upgraded. We filled the 1912. So I'm just going to make a new card for my records, my paper records, and it's going to be Penny, Hunt, and Phil, number 8 on 12/01/2022, boxes numbers 14 and 15. Volume 1 is going to have 14 out of 89 coins filled because we did fill one, so 1F. Volume 2 is going to have 66 out of 87 still. And we had 1 upgrade. Volume number 3 is going to be still complete, 89 out of 89 with 5 upgrades. And volume 4 is also complete with 18 out of 18 with 1 upgrade. So in total, we have 187 out of the 283 coins found. But how much percent does that mean? 187 divided by 283 is equal to 66.1%. We had for fills 1 and upgrades we had 7. So time to go to the Canadians to see how we fared with those coins. So I got my 2 Canadian albums right here, and we're going to start with the first album, 1920 to 1988. So let's get our ducks in a row here. So altogether, we found 9 Canadians. So let's see what we're going to upgrade or fill in this book. Let's see. 1986. Do we have it? We do not. Let's see if we got 2 of them, just in case. And no, so we don't have the 1986. We're going to put it right in the album as our first fill of the Canadians today. We got ourselves a couple 1984s. And one of the 1984s is better than the one we have in the book right now, so we're going to fill it. Or upgrade it, rather. So 1984 is an upgrade. Wow, we found 3 1999s. We also found a 1983, which we don't have in the album as well. So we're going to put it right in there as a fill. 1983 is a fill. That's our second fill of the book. I guess I found a 1985. Whether it's not the blunted or the pointy 5, I'm not sure. So I got to do a little bit of research on that real quick. So I'm going to have to put this under the scope to tell whether it's a blunt or a pointed. So we're looking at the 5 in 1985 rather than the leaf. And from what I could tell, we have the blunt 5, which we already have in the album. So let's see if it's going to be an upgrade or not. Judging by the look of it, it's not going to be an upgrade. So we're going to move on to the Canadian album, number 2. To see if any of these coins are fills. And it does look like one of them is. It's going to be our 1997, which we don't have in the album yet. So that is a fill. Let's add it to the fill list. 1997F. And the 1999, let's see which one's the best condition. We have an upgrade for the 1999 as well. One billion of them produced, but we finally got another upgrade. So overall, 3 fills and 2 upgrades for the Canadian cents across the 2 books. Let's upgrade those numbers. So volume 1 and volume 2. Total fills upgrades. 3 fills, 2 upgrades, meaning that we have a total of 38 out of the 112. Volume 1, since we got 2 fills, it's going to have 24 out of 74 to F/1U. And volume 2, since we had 1 fill, is going to have 14 out of the 38 with 1 fill, 1 upgrade. So 38 divided by 112 is equal to 33.9%. Done with the collection, which is a huge increase from the 31.3% that we started with. 3 coins made the whole difference. So guys, here we go. This is our final tally. Again, we have 187 out of the 283 US pennies in our collection and 38 out of 112 pennies in our Canadian collection. So we're still working. We're still finding stuff, and that's pretty good. So I figured I'd make this about a 3.5 hour live stream. So I figured I'd start to count these copper cents just to get an updated number. Hopefully I'm not too loud, but let's see. All right, guys, so 384 in box number 2 for the coppers, which honestly isn't that bad. It was actually a lot more than I expected to find, so that's pretty good. All right, guys, on to count box number 1, which we should have more. I'm guessing around 400. I believe I said 25. That's just a guess, though. Let's see exactly how many of these copper pennies we have. That's already the first 200. All right, guys, so 449 copper pennies from the first box. But I did miss something, and I was counting them, and I found this coin with 1 cent on the back. It's a 1956 Philadelphia wheat cent, so it's not going to be an upgrade or anything. But it's always important to double check sometimes your coins because you might have just missed something. Even though it's worth not that much more than face value, it's still going to go into the archives. So I'm glad that I was able to find it just in time before putting it away in my coppers. But anyway, guys, altogether, I had fun. It was a pretty good hunt, pretty good day for coin roll hunting. Hope you guys had a good time as well. I'm not sure when my next live stream will be, but I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Again, I am doing some dental work in the future. So on Monday, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out. So unfortunately, I'll be out of order for a little bit of time. I'm not sure how long, but I will be continuing to post more videos of coin roll hunts that I hope you guys will enjoy. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into this live stream. I hope you had a good time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more if you're not subscribed already. Comment down below what you thought about the live stream. I'd love to hear your feedback. But anyway, guys, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.